All right, here's how this thing works. A lot of people ask about parts and what it took to build this thing. This is my first time trying to build one of these things, so you know, if you built a better one, it probably looks better than mine. But I'll probably change this up a little bit and see if I can get a little bit more efficient and cut down my oil use, see what happens. But basically, this is all this is. 2 stainless beer cans welded together. Sorry the video is gonna suck because I'm trying to do it with one hand. But the door, if you're gonna use a keg, after you cut the door open, you need to try to seal it somehow. As this thing works, it creates a vacuum coming out the chimney and it draws it up through that hole right there. And this is the burner that a lot of people were asking about. Basically what it is, a piece of 4-inch exhaust pipe off of a diesel truck. Obviously this is just diamond plate. This is just diamond plate. I just took a plasma cutter, cut this out, took this sheet right here, stuck it in this slot on my tire machine, and tried to form a circle the best I could. And then, you know, just welded it back up. Now this right here is where the air gets drawn in through. All those holes right there in the exhaust pipe. And like I say, after once you get it lit with, let me back up. Fill this part up with kerosene right here. Maybe a half a cup. That's all you need, just to get it going. And once it gets lit, it creates the vacuum going up the chimney. And then as it creates that vacuum, it draws fresh air in through here, through these holes, and it just comes out to the side. That's where the kerosene gets the air to burn, and so on. You have to make sure you have this on there, because if not, the air would come straight through. And it really needs to come this way to be where whatever type of fuel you're burning is. So, that's the burner. This right here, obviously, just a brake rotor. After the burner's in the stove, it just basically sits like this to make the flame go out to the side. And what that does, it stores more heat in there rather than just letting the flame go out the chimney. The oil feed is pretty simple. It's my nasty shop. But the oil tank is basically just a old hydraulic oil tank that was for an in-ground lift that I cut in half terribly. See how wavy it is. There's a 1/2-inch ball valve there, so I have that shut off. Then it's gravity fed into just a water hose valve. And that's how you control the flow. There's this little sight right here, so that once it's actually turned on, you can see how much oil you're using, or whatever you're burning. And then it just goes straight down into here, and is right there. Now, this piece right here, I put on there because I was afraid that this might get carboned up, and it would be pretty hard to clean out. So I made it where I could just unscrew it and replace it. But basically, like I say, this just slides right in here like so, drops in the hole, rotor on top, and then, well, you get the idea. And then about a 1/2 cup of kerosene in there. Once it takes off, as soon as you shut the door, it'll start creating a vacuum and turn your oil on, and it takes off. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Oh yeah, 5.3 rods and pistons for the legs. Can't forget that.